Hello everyone. Not my usual videos, usually I just do a Rimworld, save a few views, but we'll see how we do here. I wanted to do a new series that I might give up on, depends, on just showing a couple of decks in Hearthstone that are actually fun to play, because Lord knows we need them around about now. The nerfs have just come out, so every person who's just rolled the same deck for the last few months, I have no sympathy for you, and good luck. Unless you're someone who didn't want to pay an extortionate amount for the game, but that's not how Blizzard rolls. So instead, you're going to have to play one of these incredibly expensive decks that requires shit tons of money, and Lord help us all. Anyway, it's not the point of the video. We're going to have a look at this deck here. Have I reached Legend? That's the question we're all asking, right? No. Do I have any statistics to prove that my deck is any good? No. Anyway, it's been fun, so thank you everyone who was looking for a competitive deck. That was fun, because you're probably gone now, and you should be. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for some memes. This is what we've got. Starting from the bottom here, we have Bestial Wrath. You know, when that other card, Death Speaker, or whatever it was that gave a minion immune came out, people said, oh my goodness, Giant Sandworm's finally good. The reason being that Giant Sandworm, if you give it immunity, it can just attack and kill everything on the board. Yeah. I don't blame anyone for getting this card, because I had no clue this existed. And it's the first result you put in when you're supposed to be crafting items, so what do I know? But there it is. Grant 2 attack to Giant Sandworm, and immune, so I can attack and kill the board and pyroblast the face. Pretty good, except for the fact that the combo is notoriously hard to pull off and will never work. But let's not look at the negatives just yet. Candle Shot, it's just a good card. If you don't have it by now from ripping all those packs, craft it. I don't know how you cannot have this card by now, but this is just standard hunter stuff. Candle Shot, very good for aggro, and some nice chip damage if you're getting towards the end of the game. Typically, I end the game on exactly lethal, so roll the meme of exactly lethal. Secret Plan. Oftentimes, I've needed secrets to charge up Spellstone because I'm cancerous and I want to play just the secret hunter shell that we all hate by now. So, yeah, good on me, right, for just perpetuating the same problem that everyone's been facing. But alas, it was cool when Hunter wasn't cool. I have an excuse, and I have Giant Sandworm, so this is still a fun deck. Okay? I'm not cancer. I hope. Secret Plan. Get a secret. Typically, I couldn't find one either in Standard or in Wild. By the way, this is Wild deck. I couldn't find a secret in Standard or Wild that fit. These two fit quite well. No other. So Secret Plan is just good to discover one that you might need on a certain occasion. It's helpful. I've had Misdirection get lethal, which is just... If you don't know what Misdirection is, neither do I, but it did the job. Freezing Trap, you can get that. That's still pretty good. Typically not against aggro, and this is supposed to be good against alt decks. Explosive Trap, speaking of which, is good against aggro. Keep that card. It's pretty nice. Back in the day when Odd Paladin was so painful to fight against. This did me a lot of work. As did Wandering Monster. If you don't know, it's one of the strongest secrets in the game, I'd say. If you're not using it, God bless you. You must be a memer, because this card is just great, and almost everyone's running it. I don't have data for that. I just know anecdotally that whenever I fight something, they have it. So that must mean Everyone has it, right? Let's move on before I show my lack of editing and finesse with this video. And my lack of looking at statistics and lack of effort. Anyway, so we have Animal Companion with 3-drop slot. It's a good card. It's been a good card since beta. It'll continue to be a good card for the rest of Hearthstone's history, I imagine, until they nerf it to 4 mana. So we've got Unleash the Hounds. Unleash the Hounds is another good anti-aggro tool, and it also typically helps to get lethal, if you can believe it. They might extend wide on the board and allow you to do typical Unleash the Hound stuff. And because this deck doesn't run Kill Command, Unleash the Hounds might be the damage that you need to get through. So Flanking Strike's pretty good against aggro. It's pretty good against control too. You can trade up on the boards, use Candle Shot, Explosive Trap. It's just good. It helps swing the board on turn 4, which is what you need. How much? Sure. This is when we start getting into the I need my wallet to pay for this deck territory. Yes, a warning to anyone out there who is looking to find a fun free-to-play deck in this free-to-play child's card game. You've just been duped, because this is hideously expensive and gives other minions rush. There's a lot of Deathrattles at the top end of this deck, which are quite helpful. So what you can do is you can slam Houndmaster Shaw. He typically sticks around because he's got 6 mana, is actually quite good. His general purpose utility is you want to get something like Seeping Oozling, Silver Vanguard, Katharina, so you can just eat that. Get through them and then summon the next minions. You trade up on the board and create a swing turn. It's quite good. Lesser Emerald Spellstone. We all know why this is in here. I've only got like 6 secrets in this deck, and I've got Emerald Spellstone. Because even though I've only got 6, 5 mana for 6/6 and stats across 2 bodies is still overpowered. I just got to say it. Boulder Fist Ogre was a 6 mana 6/7. Now we have a 5 mana 6/6 across 2 bodies. And it gets even better if you play secrets. So the reason this is here synergizes well with Houndmaster Shaw. It creates a really, really good swing turn. Typically wins the game a lot of the time, unless you're playing Priest. And Priest is so fun to fight against because now they've got Mass Hysteria, and we have Psychic Scream. We have Hellfire with a 3/3 dragon. Moral of the story, that if you're playing this deck, just pray you don't go against Priest. But typically this will help you to win against aggro by giving you a huge swing turn. With Tundra Rhino, it'll push 12 damage, which is insane if you can stick this to the board. Other times it can just be used to bait out AoE. Pretty good. Tundra Rhino, we have Tundra Rhino here. It's pretty good. It synergizes with the Spellstone for trading. I'm not sure what that word means, but I'm sure you're all familiar with Go Face, as am I. So just use this for this combo here for 12 damage, even 14 if you count the Tundra Rhino. That's pretty good. You can also use it for Giant Sandworm. Turns out giving Giant Sandworm charge makes it really good. Hence the whole reason this deck was created. So the whole combo is you want to cheat out Tundra Rhino so that you can actually make Giant Sandworm playable. And when it's playable... Anyway, Deathstalker Exile. I love Blizzard's design philosophy where if a class isn't really doing very great, we'll just give them a band-aid. We don't fix the problem underlying the class. We just kind of give them something that's really overpowered and can deal with all of their problems. Do you remember a time when Hunter had no card draw? You don't now, because Deathstalker Exile will just give you infinite value and destroy entire control matchups forever. Oh, we have Deathstalker Exile, which is designed to do just that. If you're going into the long game and they've dealt with all of your answers, they've actually played the game, fear not. You can deal away with those pesky people trying to have fun with a control deck by just playing this one card in your entire deck. Balance. Seeping Oozling. This is hopefully going to do Katharina Winterwisp, but it also has Silver Vanguard as a target. So it's either going to pull a Giant Sandworm, Katharina, or it's going to get the Katharina Deathrattle trigger, and it's going to pull perhaps Tundra Rhino. It's about cheating out this combo of Tundra Rhino, Giant Sandworm, and Bestial Wrath. So that's pretty rare to get all three of them at once, but it can happen, and the game's over at that point. But you want to pull off this combo, and this just makes it a hell of a lot more consistent, hence why it's in the deck. Silver Vanguard continues to do the combo. It'll pull Katharina Winterwisp or Giant Sandworm. Hopefully you can play Tundra Rhino then. Swing the game, do massive damage. I'll have to show you to let you believe that Giant Sandworm is good, but it's good. Just trust me, I don't have any statistics to back me up because this deck is my homebrew, my baby. Obviously I would be biased to say that my son is handsome and cool and hit with the kids, but no, trust me, he is. He is. I want Giant Sandworm to be played so bad. Giant Sandworm, it typically deals well with giant boards, especially with Bestial Wrath. It can eat an entire Void Lord. It can eat all of Gul'dan's minions and then deal 10 damage to the face. It's insane when it works, and the whole deck is built around it working, so it works. In some matchups, it's okay just to play an 8-drop. Rarely, but it happens, and you might need to do it. The reason Giant Sandworm was so bad, we got like a 1.7 on Hearthstone top decks. 1.7 stars out of 4 million, if you can believe that. They changed the rating system just for Giant Sandworm, because the problem with Giant Sandworm is when you just play an 8-drop that does nothing, you lose. Look at Gruul, for example. Technically, it is an 8-mana 8/8. Fight me. Alright, fight me in the comments. Give me views. Technically, it's an 8-mana 8/8, but it does nothing to the board. Boogie Monster is an understated, horrendous piece of shit that I got from my packs. Oh, that was painful. And I was still free to play. Hence why I'm not free to play anymore, because of the Boogie Monster. Anyway, that little tangent aside, the Boogie Monster, what's bad about him is you just play an 8-drop. Regardless of the stats, it gets eaten by removal, and if it does nothing, then you've just lost the game against aggro and control, because they've out-tempoed you. But with something like Tundra Rhino, it really doesn't matter, because you can get this out quick smart and then just eat them. Katharina Winterwisp, what she's designed to do is pull beasts from your deck, Tundra Rhino or Giant Sandworm. She sets up the combo pretty well, and furthermore, not only does she set up well for the battle cry, she can die and then give you another beast that you need. She's pretty good. And she's just great to play on 8, like regardless. Even if you don't have any beasts. Okay, then it's a bit shit, but sometimes. And it's rare. I have almost never had it happen where she hasn't pulled at least one beast. She's core to the deck. I would not remove this. The rest of this, you could just strip away Bestial Wrath and Giant Sandworm and Silver Vanguard and Seeping Oozling and just create Spell Hunter if you want it. Because this package that I'm kind of creating now does fit into your typical Deathrattle Hunter. But if you're willing to fork out some more expense to play a more fun Deathrattle Hunter, here is your option. And Katharina Winterwisp will really help you with that. Finally, we have most disappointing card that I only put in here because why not? We have Master Oakheart, which I got off a pack. I would recommend that this is a flex spot if you are running into any problems. Putting Seeping Oozling or any other tech card that your heart desires you don't need Master Oakheart, but he is alright because he can pull Houndmaster Shore, he can pull Tundra Rhino. That's pretty much it. Sometimes he'll pull a Silver Vanguard. He just keeps the combo going a bit more efficiently, but he's not core to the deck. So just, you don't need him. Trust me. Only have him, only craft him if you've got an extension collection and you have way too much money in your hands. But then, I need to donate to me. Yeah, because I don't have any views or viewers. So this is the deck, anti-worming. With the Kingsbane Rogue nerf, I'm not as certain it's going to be Kingsbane, but it is going to be Mill, because no one is creative except for that last guy that we played against. We're going to keep Seeping Oozling. It's just a good 6 drop. It comes out at the top of the turf. Oh, okay. Prayer. Prayer is what we need here. Oh my. It's not like this usually, I swear. It's just around you he misbehaves, okay? Jesus Christ. We're gonna... If we use the coin here... we could use the coin here to stop the mill effect from happening, but... It's not a mill rogue, thank God for that. Because our hand is one serious brick. Ugh, that hurts a lot. Well, we're just going to see what we can do. We want to win the trading battle here, because we can win the late game. But the early game is a bit hard. I wonder why that is. Hopefully play something that's not too strenuous on it. Oh. Oh, okay. We are still going to coin out the Tundra Rhino. Look at this hand. We're going to coin out the Tundra Rhino and do a quick trade here. We still have another Tundra Rhino in the bank. Does that make our combo completely useless? Yes. But we're going to rely on prayer to get through this. I still find a way to win somehow. This is just the worst it's ever been. Forgive me. If you just crafted this deck, forgive me. So it's got a few cards, but it doesn't really matter. We're still going to win the late game. Go in here. Hopefully next turn, if he has no way of dealing with this, we'll Animal Companion, perhaps with Hero Power. But he's going to have that 4-mana Spectral Cutlass, and he's going to start going nuts with that. Okay, Rocky, what you doing? That ain't great. Rocky, Christ Almighty. Rocky! Sorry, my cat. We're going to do this. The current 8 cost minion. That is way better than the other option, because that might get Katharina. And we've only got one beast in the deck at the moment. Oh my god. Spectral Cutlass, there it is. It's really no surprise to anyone who's played Wild for a little while. It's just how it is. And we're going to do this again. Oh, hidden face. So it's going to play something else this turn. Maybe if it's Freezing Trap, I'll be... Man, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why would you do that? I'm so disappointed. So what we could do here is go for Secret Plan, drop another one of these. If we do another one of these, we could Secret Plan. Yeah, we're going to do this instead. We're going to Secret Plan. I'm going to save this for the late game. Katharina, there are problems here. This might not be as good, and we're gonna. He won't be using his hero power ever again. Snake Trap, I can see it. Kind of want to get tempo back. So if he plays anything big, we can just ignore it. Freezing Trap sounds good to me. This one might collide with this one. Zap. Power Shot. Oh, I did it. I pulled it back. That's right. Here we might win the... Man, unless he has Vanish here, he is fucked. Or that Sap. So what we're going to do here instead is we're just going to play out... I'm confused. He's lucky that I drew so poorly. Okay, we're going to play Giant Sandworm instead. Next turn we'll be able to do the double secret into Lesser Emerald Spellstone. That's fine with me, man. You do what you need to do. We can't attack in, so it could be... That would be a son of a bitch. We're actually going to go explosive here because I don't want him to trigger and get another minion which could go into AoE. I can do that, so do it. Now we're just... The combo is dissolved. We're looking for Deathstalker Rexar. Or, you know what else would be great here? I'm going to attack into the face first. Okay. I'm going to do this. You sorry sap. Okay. We trade in here, full trade. Drop the second one. Now the hero power is more important than the Wandering Monster. Still don't want to play too much into AoE. Silver Vanguard is trashed here. Draw. You just have to expect that sometimes. It's not always going to be the wonderful one where you get a Bestial Wrath and you clear the entire book. He does not want to live through this day. Handmaster Shaw is alright actually. Let's go for this instead. Okay. It could be a lot better, but it could be... No, that is actually the perfect one. What am I talking about? So this protects my Giant Sandworm, so I can just start swinging here. And do we go all in? We still have this for lethal, though he does have that scary Spectral Cup. I'm going to go drop it like it's hot. What could wreck us here? A couple of things. I don't want to think about it. Hopefully we win. Oh my god! Oh no. Oh! How much of his deck is left? What did he... Oh my goodness. He's not gotten rid of Tess. This... Yogg might have actually done it for him. He might have won the game. I'm okay losing to Yogg. It's not as bad as it seems to be. Yeah, it's terrible. In fact, it's awful. That is not what we were looking for. Did I play Explosive Trap second? Oh. Oh! Tess would probably put him back in the game. It's a scary thought. There's really... Oh, we needed that. Oh, we didn't need that! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. We're still in it. Is this lethal? Oh my! Oh! It's lethal! It's lethal, bitches! Thank you! Oh, you... What a king! Oh. This was one of the best games I've played. Holy shit. You know what? This was great. Thank you everyone for watching this. If you haven't seen the fun that this deck can have, I don't know what to tell you. This is my favorite meme deck so far. I've got another one that'll come out sometime next week, which has got Explorer's Hat in it, because I just love that card, despite how bad it is. But come on, man, you've got to look at this and think, that's worth like $60. Just for that experience alone. Holy shit. Holy shit. Thank you. I hope you do well out there. If you spend any dust on this, I'm sorry. But it's fucking fun. I love it. Thank you for joining me.